Okay, well, here are the little babies. It is the 24th of August. The little guys now were born on the 11th. Their eyes are open. They're really starting to walk around a lot. They're eating about every 3 hours during the day and every 4 hours at night. We do weigh them each day. And right now they're about 900 grams. Just to give you an idea of how active they are. They just got this active in the last day or so. They're purring, chirping, little hisses. So we got the cubs on the 13th of August. Apparently a farmer had shot the mom and saw some movement inside of the stomach, and with that decided to cut the female open and found 4 little cubs inside, and then called a friend in Windhoek. The lady came out to the farm and picked them up and took them to her house and started feeding them. The farmer has said he's killed last year about 19 cheetahs. He's got sheep and he just doesn't like cheetahs, and so it was interesting that he saved these. Possibly they can turn him around in the future. The lady is a bed and breakfast in Windhoek and had thought that she could raise 4 little cubs and that it was legal, and that it's not legal. The Ministry of Environment and Tourism doesn't want private people having them in the middle of a city in particular and without a permit, and the ministry would oftentimes confiscate them and bring them out to us. We were told about them by the veterinarian Ulf Tubesing, who called us and said, really, these cats aren't going to make it, so try to convince the lady to get them to you. Second day, well, the cubs came to us at about 3 o'clock in the afternoon on the 13th, and by the next day, on the 14th at 6 a.m., the 4th cub was in a critical state. And all of these cubs were totally constipated, and with the multiple veterinarians that we had here and the consultation, we were not able to save the 4th little cub. These 3 all came right with a lot of real critical care for the first several days. So we feel that we're on the right track at this point, but until you get them onto meat, and they really won't go on to meat until they're about 4, 5 to 6 weeks of age. So far we're in really good shape, but again, at 2 weeks of age, anything can happen. You're such a pearl man. You ready to go back down? There you go. There you go, little pearl man. Go back over here with your little siblings. Hello. There's a little girl. There you get him. She's not that much of a climber. Come on, little girl. Come up, up, up. So the gate's been open at this point, and we're passing the cubs out. They're purring away, usually. What we try to do is wipe their faces off first when we bring them in, and kind of getting them ready to want to take milk. And then we'll stimulate them to have them urinate prior to taking their first sips of their bottle. The stimulation is extremely important, and this is the area that you always like to talk a little bit about.
They don't have natural reflexes for defecation and urination. So the way it works in nature is that the mother licks them in the anogenital area, and that way they stimulate the reflexes and the little one will pee and poop. So since the mother is not there, that's what we use the wet cotton for, because that imitates the tongue of the mother.
They're drinking currently, they've been on 30 cc's of milk 7 times a day, and we've just increased them now to allowing them to have a little bit more than that. They don't always want to drink that much, and we don't want to overfeed them as well. They are constantly purring away and are much more awake for longer periods of time than they have been, and so each day they're getting just a little bit more cheetah-like. So they're pretty special cubs, and we're all pretty fond of them.